As you can all tell from the title, I have broken up with Dead by Daylight and have entered a new friendship with Evil Dead. A lot of people don't know this since the majority of my channel is Myers themed, but Evil Dead is one of my favorite horror franchises, with Ash being my favorite horror protagonist ever. With this in mind, you might be saying, why don't we see you play a lot of Ash in DBD, Stalky boy? Because he doesn't feel right. Since the day they announced Ash was in the game, I just knew he wasn't going to feel like the Ash I know and love. It doesn't feel right with Ash running away and that's it. I want to blow evil apart with the shotgun, saw apart deadites with my chainsaw, scoop evil's head up as Pablo! I don't want to be sitting on my butt and repairing generators. It's one of the reasons there is so little Survivor content on my channel. I don't find it to be super appealing. The only fun interactions as a Survivor is interacting with the killer. And even then, interacting with the killer can sometimes be a snooze fest. I think it says something when one of the most efficient ways to handle the killer is to just hold W and then have the killer also doing that for ages. How is that fun? It's fun when you are both performing mind games and all that kind of fun stuff, but then BAM! In comes a decent spirit that just stands there and becomes a ticking time bomb of death. And the other three survivors, they just get to hold M1 and sit there. This game looks to have found the perfect solution to this problem. Every survivor seems to be interacting with the killer in some ways, and when you do, it looks like a ton of fun. The creativity and brutality is just the little we have seen. With just the little we've seen, it looks amazing. Speaking of looking amazing, Mr. Campbell. I absolutely adore how this game looks graphically. I'm a huge sucker for the woodsy environment. I adored it in Friday the 13th, and here it looks even better. I imagine they're going to be bringing in lots of other environments. From the trailer, they did state something to that effect. There's a lot of fun possibilities. The one that gets me the most excited is the possibility of a medieval stage from Army of Darkness, being able to roam around the castles and the foggy graveyard fills my body with a ton of hype. But they could also have the school from the show, Jacksonville, the Brock Williams hardware store, and so much more. I also like that there's a PvE mode, and all the creative things they can do with that is very exciting. They could have like an actual kind of story-like missions where you and friends have to go through with different objectives to get farther. And the fact that they're pulling in so many characters, Kelly, Pablo, Ash from every single movie, Ed, Evil Ash, Henry the Red, Amanda, and his sister Cheryl. What? Who would have expected them to bring in his sister, of all things? She doesn't have exactly a huge role. I haven't read the comics, so if she has a bigger role in that, maybe that's why. I'm excited that she's in the game. She looks fantastic. She looks great. It really feels like they're going all out with the amount of characters they're bringing in, and as a fan, I appreciate the hell out of that. There's only two other characters that I personally would like to see, and those are Annie from Evil Dead 2 and Brandy, Ash's little daughter. That'd be pretty cute. And while not a character, I would love if they also got like the Ashy Slashy puppet in like some way. Like, can you imagine an asylum map? Oh, I need to stop before I get too sidetracked. I am beyond excited for this game, and I'm gonna be covering this game on my channel. If you're interested, feel free to subscribe. When the game does come out, I'm going to be carving up deadites for days. Thank you all so much for watching.